Just okay, there we go. Is that okay? All right, and there we go. Okay, so let's get into it, everyone. Welcome to Stop Motion Stream 16. I have done 16 of these streams. As the dog has left the room, is now in the living room. He's going to his bed. Aw. So, anyways, as the stream tells you, I'm going to be animating with a Lego goat. It's a little guy right here. So, yeah, I don't think this will be long. Because I'm going to tell you this, I'm going to film some other parts, because if you know the saying what goat means, and then, greatest of all time, there's going to be some others. So, you get to see the preview of this one, but you do not get to see which characters will be featured in it. So, yeah. And I don't think I went live last week, right? No, I don't think I did. The reason I didn't go live was because, I did the building stream, and I was just, well, not, like, yeah, last week, because I did the building stream, and I just want to take that time off, and that, the day off, so that's what I did. Now we're doing this. Definitely considering doing another stream. Next week, because I know next week's a holiday, if my memory serves me correct. So, yeah. And, I think everyone's just also busy recently, because, I believe, midterms? Finals here? I don't remember. I overheard my sister talk about something, but I do not remember. So, yeah. So let's talk about stuff. What's this? Hello, Springtrap. Yeah. I know, it's fun animating with Lego and that. As I just realized something, actually. Okay, there we go. I was just noticing, because if you all don't know, what do you build? I'm not building, I'm animating. This is a stop motion stream. Y'all get to see the sneak peek of this Wednesday's video. And that, so, yeah. Wait, let's see, what do I want to talk about? Oh, I do want to talk about the plan for the videos for Friday. So, if you haven't, I did release a brand new Star Wars video last Friday, titled Mall Vault of Trinkets. I really like it. Yeah, thank you, Springtrap. I think it was a really fun, cool video to do. No, it is. So if you haven't checked out, Mall Vault of Trinkets yet, I encourage you all, maybe after the stream, go check it out, please. But anyways, so, here's what I'm going to tell you all. So for the rest of the month of February, it is 2-week schedule. So that does mean that there's not gonna be a video this week. Oh, thank you, Springtrap. But that means there will be no video this Friday, like a long video. There's gonna be a short, of course, which, that's what I'm filming. And yeah, but as for long, there will be no long video this week. It will instead be next week. And that. So, yeah, and it's going to be a Green Arrow video. And that, cause I'm going to say this, for my DC series, like if you haven't noticed, I am building up to have there be a Justice League video. But the one issue I think my DC series has been having is, if I'm remembering correctly, I believe I released, what was it, like the first video part of that series, the Batman, in 2020 or 2021? I feel like it was 2020. And then I believe 2021, it was Batman, the Scarecrow, Halloween, and that, right? And then after that, it was oh, yeah, that is a cool set. I built it. But yeah, basically, what was I saying? I forgot what I was talking about. I was talking about, yeah, oh, DC, right? And then 2023, like there was no DC video part of that series in, what was it? 2022, I think, if I remember correctly. But there was a DC video from the series, like that universe, in what's the GOAT doing? Oh, the GOAT will do something soon. Alright. But basically in 2023 it was in Flash, right? And then after that, it was in 2024, Aquaman, Raiders from Above, right? That's how the series went. And then last year there was Superman. I'm gonna say this: if I keep going at this rate, we ain't getting to that Justice League video till like what, 2031. So, what my goal for this year actually is, I want to basically try and release 3 DC videos from that universe this year. Green Arrow is a start. There are 2 others that I know I want to release. So I'm going to try and get those out. There's another one that I do want to release, but it has to be reworked a bit because originally I was going to make it into a fan series, but then I decided I think it'd be better as a fan film. So I'm just trying to make it work and all that. I think y'all will enjoy it and that. But as for the Green Arrow, I'm going to try and make that, like, film it. It's nothing too crazy, you know? It's just Green Arrow doing cool stuff and that. So, yeah. Then there's also, I don't want to reveal the other 2, but I feel like the other 2 will be great. And if everything goes, hopefully according to plan, we should have the DC, like the Justice League video, released by, I want to say 2028 maybe. That's my hope and that. So hopefully things go according to plan and all that. Could be sooner. We just have to wait and see, you know? So, you know, we will wait and see. What I'm also going to try and do, though, is originally, here's what I'm going to tell you all, actually. I was considering releasing Godzilla past eras, like, you know, the next Godzilla series in the Kaijuverse, I was planning on releasing that this month, right? However, I have decided I'm going to release it in the first week of March. And the reason for that is because I'm going to try something different with past eras, actually. So what I'm going to be trying to do is, like, I want to film all the stuff in advance, you know? So that gives me 2 weeks. Once Green Arrow is done. So technically 3 weeks if I finish Green Arrow. And that. So 3 weeks to, you know, make some scenes, shoot some scenes, edit some scenes, get the voice actors their lines and all that. So yeah. And I'm going to, like, have them just, I just want them to all be ready, you know, because here's a little fun fact. When I was making Rise of Ultraman, I did shoot some scenes, like, in advance, right? The problem was, though, I was also, like, I knew what I was doing with the show and that, right? However, the thing that came up a lot was, like, when I thought, okay, yeah, I have that scene done. Let's see, there's 4 people watching and not all talking. Yeah, I think people just like to come in and listen to me yap, and that's A-okay. But basically, what, like, the one thing that happened was there was just a lot of stuff that was not, like, you know, I thought, like, oh, I don't need this scene like this, but then I realized, oh, I probably should have shot that. So then next thing you know, I'm going to have to recreate it and all that. So what I'm trying to avoid when making past eras is, I want to avoid that from happening, you know? Like, I want to avoid, like, just have it all out, all written. So that way it's like, okay, I need a scene like this, need that, and all this and that, you know? Because it's all written down. So I'm going to try and do that. And, you know, again, 3 weeks. Almost. So we're going to see how that goes. The goal, however, it only happens if I get Green Arrow finished this week. So, yeah. That's what it all comes down to. So hopefully that's what ends up happening, you know? So it all depends on me getting to work and all that. So yeah, hopefully it happens. And then let's see here. There's a lot I want to talk to y'all about. But yeah, in short, the plan for this month is Green Arrow will be the last, well, not the last video of the month, but, you know, like, last long video for February, which will release next week, and then March, again, if everything goes correctly, you should have 3 videos in March of long videos, right? Shorts, of course, you know, that's always coming out on Wednesdays and all that. So, you know, I'll make sure I did it. I get it out and all that. So, yeah. Then let's see here. In other news, I think I can tell you all with confidence what next week's stop motion stream / short will be. I think a lot of people are going to be pretty excited for what it will be. because it's most definitely, I think, 100% going to be Haya Toys Godzilla 2000. It's almost here. I'm thinking it's going to arrive any day now, and I'm pretty excited for that. So just stay tuned for that. That will possibly be next week's short. We shall see. Hopefully it is. And that. And then I do know what the next figure from... Well, I think I know. I've been hearing talks of what it might be. But I believe I've been hearing that it's possibly going to be the Battle Damage 91 Ghidorah. And, like, you know, it's a cool... Like, don't get me wrong, it looks cool, right? But it's not one that I, you know, I need right away, you know? It's like Skilla, because I recently did get Skilla. It's okay. Not a bad figure, but it could be better. So, you know... I am excited for 2000, but as for the Battle Damage Ghidorah, don't expect me to do a stop motion short with that one anytime soon, you know? It's just like, again, it looks cool, but I'm fine with waiting for it to arrive, like, near where I live, you know? Like, I'm not gonna pre-order it from Calcus. And what I will be pre-ordering, though, from Calcus, however, is, you know, once I get the funds, I will be pre-ordering Kiryu, or Mechagodzilla, because I think that looks awesome. And I have seen people talking about the price. I know a lot of people are not happy with it. Like, they're saying, like, oh, it's too expensive and that, right? However, where I'm fine with the price for what it is like, we have to take into account of today's market and that, right? Like, some people were saying, or I think I wouldn't say saying, but thinking, like, you would be better off just getting the Monster Arts Kiryu. Here's what I'll tell you all, actually. So I realized, if you were to get all the Monster Arts, like, Kiryus, that would cost you, like, again, I'm Canadian, that cost me roughly, I don't know, $1,200 to, let's see, $1,200 to $1,500 if you were to get all three Kiryus. And I think for one copy, no matter what it is, what's this? Oh, hello, Brick Wars. Anyways, it's like, no matter who it is that you, like, which Kiryu figure you get for Monster Arts, it's going to cost you a lot of money. However, if you were, let's say, in this case scenario, we have, like, the first Kiryu from Godzilla against Mechagodzilla coming out. You get that, and then, of course, they'll do, like, a Battle Damage with the Red Eyes head release, and then you'd also get a Heavy Arms one, right? So, when you then put it like that, I feel like you could get, in this hypothetical, you could get 3 Kiryu figures from Haya for the price of one Monster Arts, and I feel like that's a better deal. I use 23 to 24 per second frames, depends on the shot. Usually 24. So, but yeah, that's basically, you know, my thoughts on that. I think Haya's Kiryu looks awesome and all that. I do have the Heavy Arms and then the 2002 special colored version. I never got the original release, but, you know, I'm happy with the Kiryus that I have in that. But, you know, I'm going to, of course, get Haya's and that. And sure, it's going to be a while till we get it, but, Oh, it's just... Oh, hello. But yeah, basically, I'm pretty excited for Hiya Toys. Kiryu, I will be pre-ordering that one from Calcus. And that. So, yeah. I know it won't release for a while, but hey, better to get your pre-order in than not, you know? Just ensure you get it. So, yeah. And then I got a lot of stuff coming in the mail, I think, this week. Because I got Mafex Harley Quinn possibly coming Wednesday. Pretty excited for that. And I also do have the Hiya Toys Kidora 2019 2.0 coming in. And, you know, again, here's the thing I'll tell y'all. I don't tend to get the repaints or any of that, excuse me, from, like, you know, import sites, right? Most of the time, if it's a repaint, I wait until it arrives, you know, here in Canada, right? In Alberta, Canada. So that's what I do, right? But here's the thing I'm going to tell you. This is an interesting thing. It was cheaper, okay? It was cheaper to get it from Calcus than it would be from getting it locally. I don't know how that happens, you know? It's like, that's a mystery, but you know what? I'm okay with that. So, yeah. I'm perfectly okay with that. So I got that coming in the mail. And then I got my Ninden game order, which is like an Ultraman Kaiju, Beetlejuice, Superman, and Cyclops, all from Figure Arts. Pretty excited for that, but I think I'll have to do some modding on the Superman, just by the looks of reviews in that. Oh, this is hello, Jerome. So, you know, that's what I'm just thinking. Maybe I won't, but I don't know, I feel like I will. And then, there's another, I already mentioned 2000. The other one that I have coming in, I wasn't originally going to get this guy, right? I was originally going to skip on him, but then I saw some, you know, reviews and all that, and I think it looks awesome. The Mafex Tom Hardy Venom. I think it looks really cool. So, and here's the interesting thing, right? That guy is like sold out almost everywhere. You know? And I think we can all agree on one thing, right? The Sonyverse movies, they're not great, right? But I think we all liked Venom. You know? I liked Venom. I'd show up to his movies. So, you know, that's just my thoughts. I thought Venom was cool. And again, I was just so shocked of how the Tom Hardy Venom was selling out. Because I was going to wait for like a sale, but it just seems like that is not an option, you know? And I'll also say this. One thing I've been hearing from people is like the Figure Arts ones, but I have both the Figure Arts ones. I'll say this. I think the first, like the Let There Be Carnage Figure Arts Venom is a great figure. It has some issues, but I think it's great. It has some great accessories. I love like that symbiote piece it came with. You know, I think it's an awesome piece, right? And then you get to the Let There Be Dance one. It's the same mold, but less accessories. I'm going to tell you all this. I normally never have regrets buying like a figure, right? But let there be dance. The last dance figure arts Venom was, you know, it wasn't my favorite. I think it was just poor. Like, you know, it's the same body mold in that, right? But it's poorly engineered, and you know they did fix some of the issues, but it became so loose in that, and just it also took away some accessories. So, you know, I'm fine with getting the Mafex one, because that one's like loaded with accessories. Like, oh my. I think there's like what? 5 or 6 alternate hands. Or no, not hands, sorry. Heads. It has the Tom Hardy face. I'm just saying. That's awesome. You know? So, yeah, let's see. What else do you do on your channel? Are you new here, Tim? I do a lot. A lot of content. Whole catalog of different type of videos. I think you all like something. If you're new here, I think you're gonna like. You'll find something you like on the channel. I think you will. That whole variety. So, but yeah, I got Oh, thank you, Tim. But yeah, I think personally, that's supposed, like, Mafex Venom, I think is gonna be arriving this week. So, I'm pretty excited for him to arrive. And yeah, so, and then some other things. I did get some new items recently. I actually got some blockies. I feel like if we have any Transformers fans in the chat, they just hear me say blockies, I think they're all like, ooh. So, yeah, but I got the blockies, Bumblebee, right? From Transformers 1. I'm gonna say this. I didn't dislike Bumblebee from Transformers 1, but I don't know if it's just me, but I don't, like, I get where they were coming from. In theory, Keegan-Michael Key could work as Bumblebee, but I just feel like for that version of Bumblebee, like, if they did a recast for if they made Transformers 2, I feel like they could have casted Keegan-Michael Key as older Bumblebee, you know? But I didn't despise him. I think he was good. But yeah, I got that because apparently Transformers 1's figures from blockies are hard to find, and honestly, even though Bumblebee wasn't my favorite in Transformers 1, I like it. It was a fun figure. And then I also got yesterday, while we were watching the Super Bowl, by the way, Bad Bunny's performance, awesome, right? Oh, thank you, Tim. Awesome performance. Loved it. Knocked it out of the ballpark. Did you guys know Pedro Pascal was in there? Like, he was there, and I didn't even realize that, but I had, like my Spidey sense went off, because I love Pedro Pascal, right? So my Spidey sense went off, but instead it's like my Pedro Pascal senses are tingling. It's like, I feel like he's here. I feel like I sense it, but I don't know where he is. Where are you, Pedro? So, yeah, he was there, actually, and I was just shocked. That was awesome. I saw the clip, and I'm like, oh my. A lot of thought was put into that performance, and I respect that. I thought I saw. Yeah, it was him. He was there. I'm not kidding. Like, Pedro Pascal was in there. Like, if you watch, I will tell you where he is. It's like, you remember when they're, like, by the, what's the word? It's like, it's the buildings, right? And there's, like, the ones with there's a pillar. One, if I remember correctly, like, there, right? If you know what I'm talking about, if you look closely, I do think they have a close-up of him. That's a few seconds of Pedro. You do see Pedro. He's in the back. So yeah, so if you haven't watched it, I highly recommend you watch Bad Bunny's performance at the Super Bowl. It was really good. I loved it. You know? So, as someone that's mostly there for the trailers and all that, I'm going to say this. I see a lot of people weren't thrilled with the Mandalorian Grogu trailer. Yeah. Where do you get your figures from? A whole bunch of sources. If there's a specific brand you're wanting, I can tell you. But I get them from a lot of places. I try to stick to like Japanese or Canadian retailers though. Mainly Canadian because again, I'm Canadian. If you didn't know. So, but what was I saying? Something about Bad Bunnies perform. Oh yeah, like no, the trailers. So I've been seeing a lot of people not happy with the Mandalorian and Grogu one, and you know I get where they're coming from, right? But I want to say this: when I wanted to see Green Day's performance, and they did play the trailer of from the Mandalorian and Grogu, with you know at the end there's the gladiator match, right? They played that, so yeah. And it's just like, you know, some people are thinking like, oh, um, people are gonna think it's for Disney Plus, right? But if I remember, I saw that. I'm pretty sure they said at the end of the Mandalorian Grogu teaser trailer with the Tauntauns and that, right? They did say the tag only in theaters. Because I've seen people say like, oh, people are gonna get confused and they're gonna be wondering why it's on Disney Plus. And it's like, guys, I think they know that people might get confused, you know. So they're really just trying to home it in to make sure people know that it will be on, like, you know, in theaters and that. And let's be honest, I think Star Wars fans, they'll know. I have that feeling, you know. I just think it's weird of, you know, all the like the hate it's getting. I think it was a fun teaser trailer, you know. That's just me. So I like the Mandalorian Grogu teaser trailer. I think it was good. But you know, so I feel like I was talking about something else, but I don't remember now. So, but I do want to talk to you all about this because, in case you haven't known, if you are an avid watcher of the streams, you know I'm always seeing a movie. Like January 15th and the 17th, I saw 20 Years Later, The Bone Temple. Then the week after of Bone Temple, I saw Send Help. And then the week after that, I saw Markiplier's Iron Lung, right? So I saw a movie on Saturday. And if you don't know what the movie I saw was, I'm just gonna tell you all this. Do y'all know the name of the stream? What I'm animating with right now? I'm just gonna let y'all take that for a sec of realizing what movie it was, right? Notice what I'm animating with. And notice the name of the stream. And I think you all know what movie I saw. Because it was Goat. I saw Goat on Saturday. And I'm going to tell you this. I'm not a big fan of sports movies, you know? Like, there are a few that I like. But of course, it's like the animated ones. But there's not really a lot of sports movies that I like. It's just like, I get it. They can't always make them so exciting. However, when it comes to animation, the thing I love about animation is you can be more expressive and visual when it comes to a sports movie, right? So that's what made me interested in GOAT. And I will say this, again, no spoilers for GOAT. I think it was a very fun movie. Again, as a guy that doesn't really like sports movies, Space Jam was like number one. GOAT replaced it. Okay, GOAT is visually stunning. It's a very well done movie, and Sony Animation just keeps knocking it out of the ballpark. I mean, the Spider-Verse movies, they're awesome. K-pop Demon Hunters, so good. GOAT. It was goated. Pun intended. So, you know, I liked it, and the visuals, like, I will say this, when the game scenes were on, they were so good. I'm gonna tell you this, these are in the trailers. My favorite scenes in the GOAT movie, when it came to the games, my personal favorite scenes were the ice arena one. That was incredible, fun. But the lava arena one was... I liked it. You know, I think those were two of my favorite standout scenes. They were awesome. They were incredible. And all that. And I'm going to say this, right? I thought it was going to be one of those typical, you know, journeys of, oh, this character is just, you know, like, you know, he's out of his league and all that. He can't do it, right? I thought it was going to be one of those, like, those moves, right? It was, a little bit. However, it also wasn't fully. Because there's another character that is featured in the movie. They're in the marketing. And I really think it gives the title of the movie much more meaning in a very clever way. You know what I mean? Like, it really helps with the movie. I don't want to spoil it, but it's super well done of how they handle it and how all the characters are with this one character. Like, on how, you know, like, I can't tell you all because then I go into spoilers. But all I'll say is simply, it's very, very well done and all that, right? So if you do, like this weekend, go see GOAT. It's awesome. It's a very, very fun movie. I loved it. I think it was a very fun movie. I heard it's going to do pretty good at the box office. I hope it does phenomenal. Because it was a very fun movie. You know? So, yeah. And if you're wondering, no, I'm gonna spoil this. I'm not seeing another movie this week. So no movie review next stream. All right. And then then not another movie review the stream after that, but I think for the first stream of March though, there will be a movie review because I did get a ticket to go see an early screening of Hoppers. I think it looks fun. Like a very fun movie in that, you know? So I'm pretty excited to go see that. But yeah. So okay, I just need some time to rest, okay? I've been going to the movie theaters so much recently, and I love going to the movie theaters. It's fun seeing stuff on the big screen, but you know, I just need some time to like sit down and relax and that. You know what I mean? So that's the plan. Because again, there's not really any other movies I'm interested in. Like, I do want to see that new Chris Hemsworth and Mark Ruffalo movie, Crime 101. That looks fun. But I'm not in a rush to go see it, you know? I'll go see it eventually. Maybe I'll do a double showing day, you know, watch Hoppers and then watch Crime 101. I don't know. We'll see. I might do that. I don't know. So we'll see about that. What I do. So yeah, but you know, again, I'm not gonna be seeing any movies for a while. Just gonna be at home, relaxing, because I just need to relax for a bit, you know. Because I need to focus on some projects for the channel and all that. So even the review channel, I got some stuff planned for that. I do have a plan to make a Blockies video. Oh yeah, I forgot. Y'all don't know what the other Blockies was. Because no, I didn't get another Transformers. I actually got one of their Marvel figures. It was Wolverine. I did want to try and get Deadpool, right? But Deadpool was sold out. From what the guy told me. Sold out pretty quick. So it was shocking that, like, there was still 4 Wolverines on the shelf. So I was, like, shocked when it was, like, they didn't get Wolverine with Deadpool? I found that shocking, you know? So, but all I'll say is, Blockies is a good alternative to Legends and all that. I like it. I like their style. But I don't think I'll be getting any more anytime soon. You know, because here's the other thing. Blockies are hard to find, like, in Canada. Like, you can't really go into a store here in Canada and find, like, a Blockies Transformers figure, right? You have to go more into, like, those obscure type of stores. And it's just weird. Like, you'd think that, you know, it's such a popular item that more stores would get, but I guess not. So, yeah. But you know, the store had it. I got Wolverine, and I got Bumblebee from Amazon, and, you know, but again, I'm also just trying to cut back a little bit on buying some stuff. Like, still get some stuff for the review channel, but, you know, but like I said, for the review channel, oh, what's this? What do you think is going to happen in Avengers Doomsday? Oof. Just saw that right now. Honestly, anything could happen. I heard Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man is in it. Sorry, I just saw that comment now. I honestly don't know. And I don't want to set my expectations too high, you know? Because that's how I think people get disappointed. It's like they set their expectations too high in that. And I'm just going to go in with the expectation of, you know, there's Doom. Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man might be in it. The X-Men are back. Finally in the comic accurate suits. So there's a lot of things that could happen. But I'm not going to set up or build up expectations. You know? So just going to go in. I want to see a good movie. Hopefully it's good. And I like it a lot. So we shall see what happens there with Avengers Doomsday. But what else is there? Oh yeah, and then also for the review channel, I do want to cover some Jada in that, because I do have what is it? Like, I'm looking at them right now. I have 6 Jada items I do want to talk about for the review channel. And again, it's in preparation of the Invincible stuff. I'm very excited for the Invincible stuff. I would just really like if Jada could give us a date. When do we get to see them? I want Conquest, man. So yeah, and I'm also looking at the like the video suggestions on the stream, and it says here something about the Predator franchise losing Dan Trachtenberg. I've heard a bit about that. Am I worried? No. Again, I don't know much about it. I've just been hearing people say like, "Oh, are we gonna get a sequel to Badlands since Trachtenberg's no longer like is with Paramount and all that?" I'm gonna say I think we're still gonna get it, right? Just give it time. You know, I would prefer if they work on it whatever pace they need for the Predator Badlands sequel, like directly a sequel to Badlands. Because I loved Badlands. It was a very good movie. I got the Blu-ray coming. I even bought it on digital because I just really wanted to watch it again. But I'm not worried about the I think Trachtenberg will be back. And again, he needs to work on other stuff too, you know? It's like how everyone wants Sam Raimi to direct another Spider-Man movie. But guys, yeah, he wants to make other stuff too. You know? And the way I also feel it is it like, you know, there are people that like to watch directors' catalogs of work. It just builds more for his catalog and all that, and that's what makes me happy. I then think more people will check out, you know, Prey, Killer of Killers, Badlands. That's my hope. You know, I'm not worried. I think he'll be back. He just wants to work on some other stuff. And again, I don't know much about it. It's from Free C Films. I trust that guy. Love his channel, by the way. That's where I get a lot of my movie news actually from. So, yeah. But I'm not too worried. I think he'll be back. You know? Just give it some time. So, all right, with that, I think we're done. The animation, I'll show you it all right here. And that, let's just clear these guys. Because like I said, there's going to be more to it. I don't want to spoil what else will happen in this one. So this is one of those streams where you get to see some of it. So here's the raw footage. Oh, hold on. Did that glitch again. Just resets. Okay. All right. There we go. Let's try again. Yes, it is an iPad. I animated on an iPad. So, okay. So, I still got some other stuff I'm going to shoot. But I'm going to keep you all surprised for what will be featured in the video. So, besides that, I think I'm going to wrap up today's stream here. It's not an hour. Not 3 hours. So, what stand do you use? I don't know. My father gave it to me a long time ago. I don't remember the name, but it's a good stand. So anyways, like I said, it will definitely be a stream. I think next Monday, as usual, 10:30 a.m. Mountain Time. There will be another stream. So, and it's gonna hopefully be Haya's Godzilla 2000. I will be animated with. So yeah. Besides that, thank you all for tuning in. Please be sure to check out all the videos on the channel and that, especially Darth Maul Fault of Trinkets. I really like that one. It's a shame that it didn't do too well, so please go check it out if you haven't. In that. So yeah, besides that, thank you all for watching and all that, and I will see you next Monday for the next stream. All right, peace out for now. Bye-bye. Or